Hello everyone, welcome back to the Landedkiller show. Today we'll be talking about the tried and true topic of monetization. I just wanted to give my quick thoughts on these containers here. I just think that this new container style of only having one item drop is kind of ridiculous. Not really a big fan. I hope all of you have had a really good July 4th. Yes, I have looked on the premium shop page, and these guys are only available for the Admiral bundles, which is unfortunate. So you're either stuck buying the Admiral bundles for each of these, which is going to cost you a pretty penny, or buying this, which has everything and is about $185. I don't know what Wargame was thinking. I honestly wanted to get the West Virginia 44 just in like the standard thing and not have to go through this ridiculous event. So let's see here. How long does this silly event go on for? July 17th, so I guess I'll have to get lucky and somehow get something. If I get anything out of here, it's going to be the... You can also spec wings of frame for a chance to drop in one of the following. Do I think these containers are worth it? No, because you're only having a 6% drop chance on ships, where in the past it used to be like a 10% drop chance on the ships. They've whittled that down slowly over time. You can see right here that you're 6% to get anything out of here. Guaranteeing drop is 40, so they're not going to guarantee you a ship unless you drop 40. These containers, which cost about... this looks like it's around $40. I expect you to drop $160 just to be guaranteed a premium ship out of these. I've been hearing things about Halford not being the strongest ship in the game. The rocket planes aren't the most accurate. I think the best use of a ship like this is probably to scout ahead with the planes before you even enter the cap, if you want to do it right. Not sure if this thing gets smoke or not, as I don't have a way of seeing the consumables. But let's see, no, it does not say what the consumables are. What are the consumables? Okay, so it does get smoke, so it's at least one positive, so I would run this with control party with your engine boost and your smoke. I wouldn't run it without the engine boost, considering how you're more vulnerable than a Fletcher with this. I was honestly looking forward to maybe buying these guys in like a standard bundle or whatever. This is the only ship I can play that belongs to the Venice 41. See, when 41 came out, it wasn't... How do I put this? It wasn't advertised as the end-all be-all for the ship event. Well, we all just thought that in the beginning that West Virginia 1941 would be the only ship we would get, and then the community contributors such as Little White Mouse and Shibitsu basically helped ignite everybody to push for change in the game and transparency, and that only lasted like probably a year or two, and now we're back to square one almost, with them having these over monetized elements in the game again. The biggest over monetized element is the new ships themselves. In the past, you used to have the ships available for standard bundle, deluxe bundle, and admiral bundle, and now they're only being available for Admiral bundle, or behind a token wall, I like to call it. That's what it feels like. It feels like they're sticking everything behind token walls, and it's just getting ludicrous at this point. The whole concept of tokens and different resources is basically to make you not realize the cost of what you're spending on the product. It's to disguise it a little bit. That's why they introduced coal and steel back in the day, but I get it. They need to fund their new office building that they want to buy so bad. Because they don't like being cramped where they are, which is fair. But I don't think you need to do that at the cost of screwing over your existing customer base in the game. The big thing that you could fix with the game at the present is to rebalance your homing mechanics on submarines and to reintroduce at least the deluxe bundle in the game as a compromise if you don't want to bring back the standard bundles, because let's be honest, we have not seen no standard bundles on any new ships in quite a long time, and the last time we had a standard bundle on a ship, I don't even remember. It's been so long.
Enemy force detected.
Honestly, the biggest use of your money, honestly, if I'm going to tell you the best way to spend your money, it's going to be towards completing these container collections from past years, you know, using that coal on the past container collections and completing those old collections out is going to be the best bang for your buck at this point in World of Warships. Buying a new premium ship is not always the best investment unless you're looking at tier 7 and below at this point. I believe that the tier 8, tier 9, tier 10 metas become so garbage that you're better off sticking to tier 7 and below at this point in time. Just because submarines have kind of really destroyed a lot of competitive play and they've really changed the meta for the worst. I haven't really seen many people making videos of late because of the state of the game as it is. I feel like a lot of World of Warships content creators are becoming unenthusiastic because wargaming is not listening to the current problems with submarines and with the current problems with monetization. The ones that still do post videos are hiding behind the fact that the game is going downhill for some of them, and others of them are just completely ignoring it and just continuing on as usual. You might as well be like, what's that one meme with the dog in the room and he's drinking his little tea and everything's on fire? Those YouTubers might as well be like that, because they're not acknowledging what's wrong with the game at the moment, which is the over monetization and the submarine homing torpedoes still. I don't believe that the game is beyond salvageable, but I believe that they really have done a lot of damage with the introduction of super ships and the introduction of submarines and the introduction of hybrids. I enjoy playing hybrids. I love playing hybrids, but even I acknowledge that they really have no place in this game. They really should be in their own mode along with subs. So ever since we've had the hybrids and the subs, we've really just lost what it is to be World of Warships, because if you can just spot the enemy team from all the way across the map instantaneously, then that's not right. But I acknowledge that we're not going to be seeing the removal of hybrids anytime soon. I just think they'll be introducing more and more of them, and eventually, you know, we're going to get the I-401 class at some point in the future, because that's going to be a big cash cow when it comes to the Arpeggio Blue Steel anime, and the fact that they actually exist in real life, and I expect that we'll be seeing some more of the big gun submarines as well eventually in the game, like Skaroof and many others. I really wish that Wargaming would not introduce a line of ships, the Spanish cruisers that have burst fire mechanics on them. I think that's going to be a bad news for the game when those hit. Hopefully I'm wrong, but given how people don't really like the auto fire mechanic at the super ship level, I really don't think you need an entire line of them. It's just going to throw everything off. I think the biggest mistake Wargaming has made in this last year alone has just been pushing the standard bundles out and pushing these Admiral bundles as a standard. I don't find it to be fun at all with the game mechanics, and I don't think World of Warships content creators are having a fun time having to tell their audiences, hey, everything's now behind tokens or now behind Admiral bundle. Sorry. I believe I was watching a C-Raptor video recently, his update video, where he was saying that Wargaming is not even giving him the tech tree ships at the right times, that they're giving them out in staggered releases instead of letting them have access to all of them at once, which I think is really silly. Because if the whole point of giving your community contributors access to these ships early to review them, wouldn't it make sense to just let them have access to all of them? Or am I on Planet Stupid and Wargames on Planet Common Sense? Honestly, it just doesn't make any sense to me. Oh boy. Really screwing the pooch with this one. Why is it that the bots are all the way across the map instead of going head in like they used to? The mechanics have changed, it looks like. That ain't good. So now slow ships are at a disadvantage in co-op now? That seems really silly. Alright. Honestly, if you're going to fix a lot of the stuff of the game, you'd start by introducing ships for standard bundles again instead of all these containers. Honestly, I don't like these containers. I've opened up a couple of them off video and I didn't like the results. It basically only drops one item instead of like the 3 items you used to drop in the past, so let me give you a good idea of what you drop in the past. So in the past, this little percentage right here would be closer to 8 to 10%. So you would be getting this and a chance at the ship. You get signals, free experience or captain experience, and then a chance at one of the ships. If you didn't get the ship, then you got free experience or some other camo or something else. This is inflation if I ever did see it. The fact that they didn't put Enterprise on here is ridiculous too. I guess they're saving Enterprise for auctions only at this point. And yeah, I just find this whole chapter of World of Warships to be depressing because there's no change in direction, it seems, despite community contributors and others saying that, hey, you're kind of in the wrong here for over monetizing the game. But yeah, some of them won't bother to say, hey, monetization has gotten out of control because they want to maintain their cushy relationship with wargaming. Summer Tokens event, what did I think of it? I found that this event was really silly compared to past years. Oh, look at this. Now they're doing the random bundle thing again, except it's not a random bundle. It's you get one of each of these, and then you can put them into these. I liked it when it was one tab, which was early access tab, and that was it. Now we're getting 1, 2, 3, 4 tabs at once. This whole auction event, I believe that the minimum bid was 61,000 steel in order to get it. Yep, 61,050 steel just to get Sommers. I feel like it should just be sold for steel again. Wargaming won't do it because they want to make a quick buck off of Sommers. And we got the Noborosik. Minimum bid 156,000 credits. Devastation, the Super Conqueror, basically having the bigger guns, so swinging bid 200,000. Why am I not surprised? Jolly Roger, 12,000 steel, coal. These are essentially designed to drain your resources dry. In a sense, if you win them, we'll lost that exchange event. Camouflage looks pretty decent, but I don't like the fact that it's locked behind all this. I'll have to see what happens. But I do not agree with wargaming and what they're doing with their game, in essence. Until next time, Don't forget to like, watch, and subscribe, and to check out the other YouTube channels where I'm a little bit more optimistic when it doesn't come to other things. When it comes to other things, I'm more optimistic, I meant to say, but yeah, I mean, this is kind of why I haven't been putting out a lot of ships content, is because of lack of time and this over monetization of the game. But yeah, ship review, we're gonna get on that shortly here. I'm just gonna get the time. It's been too long since I did one of those. If the channel doesn't have a video on it, again, it's because lack of time. No real other reason. I'm not ignoring the Minecraft channel. I know it doesn't have a video in a month, but yeah, it's annoying when I can't get videos out sometimes. But hope you all understand my perspective on this and why I don't like these new bundles and all that. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.